जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन जय ब्रजजनरञ्जन यशोदानंदन जय ब्रजजनरञ्जन यमुनातिरावनचारि जय कुञ्जविहारी यमुनातिरावनचारि जय कुञ्जविहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा माई सुदर्शना जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा माई सुदर्शना जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा माई सुदर्शना जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी गौरानिताय 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 Gauranga, Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Patita Pavana, Srila Prabhupada, Patita Pavana, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada की जय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुनिरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं ददाति स्वभ्रान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सार्वभूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगणललिता श्रीशाखारितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे राम राम Prabhupada ki jai. So, welcome devotees for this Zoom Srimad Bhagavatam daily class. Today, I have been instructed to discuss on 21st shloka of 32nd chapter of third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. 21st shloka, 32nd chapter, third canto. I'm just sharing the shloka now on the screen. We'll go through this. Hare Krishna. 21st shloka. ततक्षेक्षिण सुकृताः पुनर्लोकमिमं सति पतन्ति विवशा देवै सद्यो विभ्रंशितोदयः. Word to word translation by Srila Prabhupada. Tataha, they, Kshina, exhausted, Sukrutaha, results of their pious activities, Punaha, again, Lokam imam, to this planet, Sati, a virtuous mother, Patanti, fall, Vivashaha, helpless, Devahi, by the higher arrangement, Sadhya, suddenly, Vibramshita, caused to fall, Udayaha, their prosperity. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. When the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they fall down by higher arrangement and again come back to this planet. Just as any person raised to the higher position, high position, sometimes all of a sudden falls. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. It is sometimes found that person elevated to very high position in government service falls down all of a sudden, and no one can check him. Similarly, after finishing their period of enjoyment, foolish person who are very much interested in being elevated to the position of president of higher planet also fall down to this planet. The distinction between the elevated position of devotee and that of the ordinary person attracted to the fruitive activity is that when devotee is elevated to spiritual kingdom, he never falls down. Whereas an ordinary person falls, even if he is elevated to the highest planetary system, Brahmaloka. It is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Loka, that even if one is elevated to the higher planet, one has to come down again. But Krishna confirms in Bhagavad Gita that mam upekta tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Anyone who attends my abode never comes back to this conditioned life of material existence. Hare Krishna, Jai Sri Prabhupada ki jai. ततक्षक्षिणकृताः पुनर्लोकमिमं सति पतन्ति विवशादे वै सद्यो विप्रं चितोदयाः. Hare Krishna. I just put a mic. Give me 2 minutes. Is it clearly audible? I'll just proceed.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay. So, the discussion here is Kapila Muni, Lord Kapila, is instructing his mother Devoti on the Sankhya philosophy. And this shloka is also part of Sankhya philosophy. As we have seen earlier, Sankhya philosophy, Kapila Muni explains, and Sankhya philosophy essentially deals with Sankhya, means analytical studies of the material nature. And not only analytical study of material nature, but also it reflects on what is the purpose of human life. It is not only discussing about material elements, 24 material elements, these, that. No. It is telling who are you? We are spirit soul. Material nature is there. It is a dead matter. It doesn't have consciousness, but soul has got consciousness. And who is Lord? What is the relation between Lord and the living entity? So, and of course, how to connect to Lord. So, Sankhya philosophy essentially culminates to devotional service. Sankhya philosophy never teaches the atheism, or sorry, the impersonalism or atheism. But of course, it got some people misused it to propagate atheism, but that's not the case. Sankhya philosophy deals with devotion service, and it starts very at a very fundamental level. 24 elements. What are these 24 elements? Who created it? Then how living entity is how living entity is entrapped into this material nature due to false ego. So once we have got false ego means basically misuse of the minute independence living entity has got. Lord has given us the minute independence. So living entity misuses this independence and try to enjoy independently and doesn't accept the supremacy of Lord. He thinks himself is Lord. So this has been instructed by Sankhya philosophy. And so as a part of journey of this living entity, the position of this living entity, how precarious it is in this material world. So last some couple of chapters and some slokas are in clearly telling, but living entity has got a contamination of material desire. Desire is not a contamination. Material desire means lording over the material nature. The tendency or the desire to lord over material nature, which belongs to Lord. Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. Sarvaloka Maheshwar. So actually material nature belongs to Lord. But living entity is thinking, no, I am the Lord. I am the enjoyer. I am the controller. I am the enjoyer. I am the controller. I am the proprietor. But actually, who is the controller, enjoyer, and proprietor? Lord. Lord Krishna. Bhoktaram Yakatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Sarvudam Sarvabhutanam Natman Mam Santimuchati. Bhagavad Gita says that in this sloka, Lord Krishna is telling that I am the enjoyer, I am the proprietor, I am the benefit, I am the controller of this material nature. The living entities who understands that Lord Krishna is the proprietor of everything, then he becomes happy, and Shanti means peaceful. This sloka is similar to that. In the sense, I will not say it's just exactly same, but the context is same. So, so the thing here is basically living entity keeps wandering in cycle of birth and death. That is explained in the last some sloka, last chapter, that how living entity keeps taking birth. Why living entity keeps taking birth? Because he has got a desire to materially enjoy this Prakriti. Due to that desire has to be fulfilled. So Lord is very merciful. Lord is our Father. Lord is very merciful, and He want to sort of give chance to living entities that, okay, you go and enjoy the material life. Although He has not made this material life in always that key, okay, you keep on enjoying material life, keep enjoying, okay, it's given to you. No, no, it's not that way. Material life is made in such a way that it will give you some facility for material enjoyment. Means your sensual enjoyment or material desires, to satisfy material desires. But if living entity is sincere enough, if living entity by the mercy of Lord or mercy of Guru, if he gets that intelligence of inquiring, who am I, why I am suffering, who am I, why I am suffering, who is Lord, who is the proprietor of this material world, he understands that I am not a proprietor, I am not a control. So material world is made in such a way that there's such a type of souls which are transcendentalist, spiritualist, and highest of the amongst them is devotees. And there are other transcendentalists also, but highest among the devotees. When such a souls, they get a chance to inquire about higher truth, that, oh, I am not this material body, I am a spirit soul. And that's the whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, that it is taking us to that understanding that I am not a body, I am spirit soul. And the whole course, the whole thing is basically, it is actually helping us to take up the spiritual life, take up the devotion up, so that we, our entanglement in this material nature goes away. So what is this entanglement in material nature? Entanglement basically, it's a cyclic process, vicious circle of desires, karma. To satisfy desire, we have to do some karma. After you do karma, good or bad, you get a karma phala. So you enjoy. If you are done punya, you will get better money, some good prosperity, some high-fi job, some good prestigious in the society, and you enjoy the senses. Now we get attached to that. Oh yes, this is very nice. Material life is very nice life for me. So you get attached. So you desire more. You do more karma. But material world is made in such a way that we keep doing papa karma also, because it's always said that one man's nectar is other man's poison. One man's food is other man's poison. So in while trying to get material nature, Lord or material nature, trying to earn money, trying to survive in this material nature, you end up disturbing others, or doing some sins, and that you get bad karma, and again we suffer. So due to suffering, again we get attached to suffering, in the sense that, yeah, we get disturbed by suffering. So we remain attached, we remain busy in counteracting the suffering or bothering about suffering. And again, it's attachment. So we get defocused by the main purpose. So this is the entanglement of it's very complicated network of action and reaction in the material world. We can't escape from it. So due to these complexities, living entity continuously, sort of his subtle body gets programmed. Mind is a storehouse of all these impressions. So it keeps storing a lot of impression. It keeps, unwinding a lot of impressions, and it continues. And that is the sloka is referring to. Sloka says, what it says, when the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they fall down by higher arrangement and again come back to this planet, just as any person raised to the higher position sometime all of a sudden fall. So which higher arrangement, planet, what is this being discussed here? Let's understand. Higher position. So there are metal planets, hellish planets, earthly planets, and heavenly planets. For every planet, there is a suffering as well as enjoyment. The quality of enjoyment in the heavenly planet is very high standard. Okay, while quality of the in earthly planet is like a medium, maybe. Yeah, there is suffering there, and then quality of hellish planet also is very poor. So the because we are soul and we don't die, we don't get perish. Soul get transformed to other body, transmigrate rather, not transform, transmigrate to other body. So one body to other body. How? Because when body gets invalid for that, but so it's programmed based on soul's desires, soul's all these things. This much life you live in this particular body is programmed, is fixed, and we continue there. And in that body, we create karmas, and that karma designs our subtle body, mind, intelligence, ego, and that further goes to the next body when soul dies. I mean, soul dies means soul doesn't die, body dies, body get buried. So soul has to catch something, so it follows this subtle body, which is trying to search for some other body. So that is all these processes well monitored and controlled by the higher material nature. Daivi Esha Gunamai, Mama Maya Durattaya. Daivi Esha Gunamai. This Dai Esha Gunam, Mama Maya Durattaya. Maya means material nature. Prakriti of the material Lord. Prakriti. She is a servant of Lord. And she facilitates all those transactions. Let's call it as a transaction. Maya doesn't take part. Maya doesn't want to disturb us. Maya doesn't want to really, you know, make us suffer at her court. No, but her job is to make us go through all that suffering and evil. She's like a police, jail superintendent, where jail superintendent has been given responsibility of taking care of these prisoners and make them into prison, make them flog into prison, make them suffer into prison, but don't die them, make them die also, continue like that. That's how it is. So that is the role of superintendent. Same way Maya. Maya is actually, trying to facilitate all our desires, so many desires. And by virtue of material nature, we are actually interacting with material nature and we are trying to derive some happiness out of it. So this is the situation. Now, since material, and then our subtle body has a lot of impression, so it goes to other body. And then there is stays. And some of the earlier slokas mentioned how, what you call, how disturbing or how painful it is to be in the womb of mother. So soul remains there for 9 months. I'm talking about human beings. Some other species are different ways, but the concept remains same. You have to be there in the mother's home for some time in the congested place, and we suffer there. And we come out promising Lord that no, I will surrender to you. But once you come out again, we start our material activity. That's the problem. And this is how the whole problem is. So this is the entanglement. One mentioned this is the entanglement. How this is entangled? Because it's very difficult to come out of this entanglement. So now this is a process living entities are doing karma. Based on their karma, they are getting higher results. So sometimes they go to higher position in higher planets. So if you have got done so many punyas, you you are promoted to higher planets, heavenly planets. What is happening? What happened there? So it's like a bank balance. We have got karma. So the karmas, based on your karmas, that much you can, sort of expect. So you have got more bank balance, you will purchase more higher things, luxurious things. Similarly, if you have got higher karmas, high level of punya karma, so-called good karma, you are sent to the heavenly planet where you enjoy very high quality of material life. But it's all ultimately material life. It is nothing to do with spirituality. Material life means basically you will have sense enjoyment. Very different quality of sense enjoyment will be there in the heavenly planet. So we enjoy that till we exhaust our, because we may not, we are just enjoying there. We may not create too many punyas or get some but then but thing is that the stock of the good karmas is reducing because you are exhausting it, you are consuming it. And then once it is completed, then you are not left with any good karmas. The phalas, the fruits of good karma. What like bank balance, if you keep consuming bank balance, some point of time it will be zero. What will be done? You will be thrown out of the bank. Okay, you don't have anything. You don't have accounts. You don't have money, or it will be frozen. Similarly, here also, the moment you uh, finishes your punya karmas, you are sent back to the lower planets, monthly, earthly planets, or hellish planets. If you are doing too much sinful activity, you will be sent to hellish planet. Otherwise, you will be sent to earthly planet where there is a balance. So this is a cyclic process. This is a perennially, happening cyclic process. We continue working in this, cycle of repeated birth and death, and we continue suffering. So this is what exactly said that, and why this happens, because we have got intense desire of sense enjoyment, and due to intense desire of sense enjoyment, we are attached to that. So here also is said, when the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they fall down by higher arrangement. So the tendency of doing the creative activities is very high, deep rooted in our heart. We want to continue doing karmas, activities. We are with which mode of passion. Under mode of passion, you want to work so much, you want to work so hard, so that our egoistic desires get satisfied. Yes, look, I have worked hard, I have earned so much. And so much, the whole effort is to tell our friends, tell our relatives, or tell our society, look, I am how great I am. So this is mode of passion. Okay, I worked so hard, but to gain all this, you need to work very hard. Don't we see in our material life, in this official life also, we are working so hard, 12 hours a day, total traveling, 11, 12 hours a day. Some people are working harder than that. Some people they are so busy because there is a tendency to do the fruitive activity, fruitive work. Fruitive work means the work which you feel will give you some return, some money or some thing in return, so that you can enjoy the material life. That's called fruitive work. So you do with that all that work with the intention of enjoying this material life. This is the fruitive work you will do. This is, and we are attached to this. We don't want to leave that. We don't want to leave that. So then that's why, as a result of that, our material body is developing in particular way. So again, we have to take to other body, and then again we keep taking the bodies. So that is because we don't want to come out of this, uh, black hole of this material life. Andhakupam, black whale or dark whale, Andhakupam. We don't want to come out of that because we are attached to our work as well as its fruits. We are attached to work also. See, we have seen Prabhupada gives example. Of course, that is for animal, for one donkey. But actually, we can apply it to others. The example is for meant for most of us who want to work. Say the donkey, what donkey does, the owner of the donkey will laden the whole big, mass of the grass on his donkey and he will carry. The donkey keep carrying grass rather or whatever it may be, grass or some stones or some cloths, whatever it led. But donkey sees that grass is available everywhere. But still he feels still I carry this such a huge burden on my I will not get grass. The owner will not give me grass because he's thinking the owner is giving him the grass. So he should be loyal to our owner. So he's very loyal to the owner and thinking that he will get something in return. The grass. But actually it is everywhere available. The whole point here is Prabhupada gives this example very frequently. We should understand that we are not like we are not like dogs. We should not work so much hard in human life just to get a grass, which is easily available. Lord, we should have faith in Lord that if I am working for Lord, not for myself, then Lord will take care of me. That faith we should. So we should not work. If you have got that faith, then we'll think that anyway I'll get my piece of bread. I will get my food anyway. Lord will arrange it. And you can spend more time on spirituality. That's the whole purpose. Of course, we have to do material activities. It's not that we should do because that's also not advisable. Because in Bhagavad Gita, many places it said, if you reject your karmas, if you become inactive, then that is very dangerous situation because we are not yet gone to that level of realization that we are not soul. We are soul. We are not spirit body. This realization we don't have fully. We are still thinking material body, and we see everything in the context of material body. And whatever is satisfying to material body, we become happy. Whatever is not satisfied, we become unhappy. So this we are not yet attained that realization. So our mind will force you to work in the material world. Something will do. Yeah, this, that. I will need to earn money. This, that. Something will do. So because we are not developed that consciousness fully, we artificially cannot cut this down. We cannot say, no, I will stop the work. No inaction. But Lord Krishna says, inaction also is seen. See, karma, akarma, vikarma, and inaction. Karma means you do the fruitive activity, the way I had time explained. We do it for our sense enjoyment of the body. That is normal karma, and it has got reactions, actions and reactions. So, and then there is vikarma, that highly sinful activities. People do that also. That's very dangerous. And there is akarma. Akarma means the duty does this karma, but with intention of offering everything to Lord. So he is living for Lord and he is working for Lord. And that is the right consciousness. So Lord Kapila also explains what consciousness we should have come out. We should always surrender to Lord Krishna and think him as a proprietor of everything. We should think as only instrument or servant of the Lord. Okay. So these are the three karmas I told. We have to do some karma because soul cannot be inactive. We are not impersonalists to say that, oh, so once you get liberated, nothing is there, everything merges. No, we say, yeah, soul is active, soul also is going to be there. Okay. So this is the tendency of human being. So much work they are doing. Vedas help in achieving those material goals also. Vedas does that. And Vedas tell about the spirituality also. Vedas tell about Bhakti Marga also, and telling that Bhakti is the topmost. That's why Sankhya philosophy is in Veda. So, so basically, Vedas explain about all those karma kanda, jnana kanda, upasana kanda. That is to help human being or living entities to achieve their goal of material desire. But it is not, that is not a purpose of Veda. Purpose of Veda is, okay, you want to enjoy anyway, you will not be easily listening to scriptures or Lord. Lord says, okay, you enjoy a little bit material life, but don't forget me. So, the Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita is nothing but it is helping us to connect to Lord. Servant become servant of Lord. That's the whole Vedas. And summary of Veda that is coming in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavatam summary is a or the final conclusion of the Vedas, summary of the Vedas. That's what we are reading now. But Vedas as such deals with everything. Everything. Material knowledge is not knowledge. But so that's why Vyasa Rishi compiled all those very essence of the Vedas in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So we should not be attached to inaction. We should not say, oh, I'll not do anything. I'll just see it and. But then, no. The whole purpose here is you have to dovetail your desires to the Lord desire. We should connect the Lord desire. Yes, this is your desire. I am following the desire, so I am connected to Lord. The best way of connecting to Lord is to basically to dovetail all our material desires into spiritual desire. That is to serve service of the Lord. So everything is given. Vedas also is there. Okay, knowledge is there. Bhagavatam is there, and it's telling us the same. We have to take this up under the guidance of Guru. Okay. So otherwise, what happens in spiritual life? Also, we are going to do some karma. It's not that in spiritual life we are going to sit idle. Spiritual life is karma, but it's all is merged. Merged in the sense the desires are merged, or the intentions are clear that everybody want to serve Lord. And the living entity doesn't have a separate desire, Lord or material. And that is because the consciousness has changed. The tendencies of the material nature, enjoying the material nature has reduced or eliminated. And this consciousness is Krishna consciousness. It can be achieved by Krishna consciousness. As you are connecting with Lord. So this is a real purpose of life, and this is a real destination of everybody. And that is why Srimad Bhagavatam is talking about only Krishna and his devotees pastimes. Why? Because by understanding the Krishna's importance, his supreme position, by understanding his pastime, we get purified. And after we get purified, we understand his science. Oh, yes, I'm unnecessarily working so hard, but I cannot stop working also. But then what is the best way? Okay, I will combine. I will, sort of offer some of the fruits of my activity, Lord, with a devotion. And that start purifying your heart and the sense of proprietorship, sense of false proprietorship, false ego, false, all those false control of, that starts ending. But till that time, we are with that, all those problems. And once you start following the Krishna consciousness, slowly this effect will go away. It will be cleaning our heart. And we can see the thing in right perspective. Oh, this is what it is. Everything is done by Lord. Everything is a Lord prepared. I am also using all energy. Why not to surrender to Him? Why not to combine or dovetail or favorable to the instructions of Lord? Why not? Then living entity slowly come to senses and continues on the spiritual life. That's in devotional path. That's the whole thing. But otherwise in Vedas, to follow all this ritualistically, they are given dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So dharma, okay, dharma means religious duty. Oh, you do your duty, occupational duty. What your duty? Okay, engineer, doctor, this dharma. Earth means by doing all this, you will get money. And we have to test for senses. So, okay, you a little bit enjoy the senses. Dharma artha kama means you have got then egoistic desires to be satisfied, not only bodily, but egoistic desire also. So that mind will allow you to satisfy your desire. Dharma artha kama. So, kama is basically the basis of is the whole our attachment to material world. That is kama, lust. And lust keeps you bound by we don't allow to go. That's how material nature acts on us, and we don't understand that. But that is how it is. Okay. But this is a devotee's position. It is mentioned, Prabhupada mentioned here. It is some no. The distinction between the elevated position of devotee and that of merely ordinary person attracted to pro activity is that when a devotee is elevated spiritual life, we never fall down. Okay. So this shloka is clearly tell this Prabhupada mentioned this in this thing. Okay. So so the in the position of devotee and the position of the any materialistic or karmi people is different. You may find some materialistic or karmis are at very top position. They are having so much money, rich people, powerful people. But that is they are enjoying due to their past karma, something good they have done. And in the past, and that past karma fruits are coming, enjoying now. But what they think, they correlate that current situation of good karma, good outcome to the current karma. And they feel, oh, by doing all this, we are anyway enjoying. Why not to do sin? Anyway, I'm not suffering. Because that's a temporary phase. But people think, I let me enjoy. Okay. So this is how. So, so basically, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, step by step journey. You understand that, oh, your body, you have got lot of desires to satisfy body. Can't you do it? But for that you need money. Dharma, artha, your duty. So Vedas, the whole system was in such a way that based on our desires, we will sort of pick up some things. And it was facilitating. But it is ultimately also facilitating that, okay, your journey in material life is going on. But why don't you think of getting rid from this material life? Because it's characterized by Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. That uh, chance of inquiring is given. Otherwise, you will do continue doing Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi or Ahara Bhaini. So Bhagavatam tells, no, you wake up. So this is also wake up call. People may think, oh, people are going to heavenly planets. I will also go to heavenly planet. Anyway, there is good thing. If you do punya karma, you'll go to heaven. So they continue doing some good karma. That's why you will find lot of rush there in the temple nowadays. Oh, lot of they want to offer everything to Lord. The thinking that, oh Lord, you give me so many things after this. I got job to be settled. I have got some money to be business to be settled. All these things. Okay. So we continue, so basically we are praying, Lord, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, these are our desires. We keep doing dharma, artha, kama. Kama means all this passion, lust, and moksha. But then ultimately we get fed up and we say, oh, I'm not happy. Everybody's thinking in material world, they are thinking I'll become happy, but nobody is happy. Top to bottom. So they get frustrated. Oh, what is this? Then they want to get liberated or merge with Lord. Oh, I'm only Lord. So still all this is material. This is only to desires, due to desires happening. But Bhagavatam doesn't recommend this sort of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Bhagavatam says it's a kaitava dharma. Kaitava dharma is cheating. Real dharma is to change the consciousness to Krishna consciousness and sadhana. That's the real dharma. So that also is mentioned. So if devotee is there, his consciousness is different. His consciousness is Krishna consciousness. He's attached to Lord Krishna. He's doing everything for Krishna. He's offering all his efforts to Lord. So he doesn't have anything to lose. And material nature and spiritual nature is made by Lord in such a way that if you are having this good consciousness, okay, you the so you don't lose that credit. But if you are having all their material life, material pious activities, bad or good activities, that reactions are there fully, and but they are going to get exhausted. That is why material life is changeable, but in spiritual life it is not like that. Once you enter in spiritual life, you will not fall down. That's understandable. Because you, of course, they are also one may fall down. But I'm saying in general that that's how it works. Okay. So this is the way we should understand that in this shloka is we may compare, oh, he's at very such a high position, he's having so much money, or he's going to he's doing so much karma kanda, he'll go to heavenly planets. We should not get attached to this one. Okay. So we should remain very equipoised and we should not get attached to anything. And we ourselves should continue our Krishna consciousness and our regular duties, dharma, dharma, your duty. But purify yourself. Once that purification happens, you will not fall down. But in materialistic, they don't have this knowledge. They say, oh, life, this is all about life, enjoying, drinking, this, that. And they continue in material, do working hard and hard, hard and hard. They will get some benefit. Oh, they get attached to it. Again, they will work hard. And it continues. They don't try to come out. These are different. And this sloka actually explains that. Is basically telling that once your bank balance is exhausted, you will be back. Means once you are completed karma, a good karma, it will be brought back. So that's the way it's going. Okay. So this is what I wanted to share, devotees, on today. So shloka is very clear, very simple, and I shared it. So uh, it is open to some questions or comments for the devotees. Any questions, comments? You can take. Hello, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hitesh Madhava, for such a wonderful class. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, okay, if there are no questions or comments, we can close the session today. Hare Krishna. Antara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jai Sri Prabhupada ki jai.